This project came about a year and a half ago when I met Mayuko Katsumura, and we discussed a few ideas, and we came up with the conclusion that we wanted to make a recording together. And we obviously discussed the program, and the two names we came up with were Shostakovich for Mayuko and Bartók for myself.
It all started with I think it was an email from Enrico asking me about this project and where I thought it would be good to record and which orchestras, all that sort of thing. It's an industry where we sort of have our own community and we all know each other. Also, Enrico's particularly interested in audiophile and hi-fi and good quality sound, and I've got a reputation for having collections of old microphones and funny toys.
Where the A flat is the landing note.
Working with the LSO was a fantastic experience for me. It was the first time, and they are an incredible orchestra with many years of experience in recording sessions. A thrilling sound and a very dynamic way of adjusting their playing to the will of the conductor.
I love the energy that they play with, and you may not know, but London orchestras like the LSO are self-employed, so there is a sense of urgency about them delivering what the client is happy with, and they care.
It's a privilege to lead this orchestra, not only in concert but also in recording sessions. This is one of the top orchestras in the world, as everybody knows. It gives fantastic concerts on stage, but it's also very experienced in the recording studio. It's my first experience working with Enrico as a conductor. I've met him on previous occasions. I've been looking forward to it. I mean, not only because we're recording this fantastic repertoire, but I could sense that he is a great person to work with. And so far, it's been an incredible experience. He's very easy to work with on stage. He's very kind to the orchestra, and I think the orchestra is having a great time.
It's fun working with Enrico because he's coming into this recording without having done a huge amount of recording before. And it is easy to become cynical as a performer when you walk into a recording studio that you assume you can do lots and lots of takes and lots of knobs can be twiddled later to make up for things that aren't quite right in performance. If you come at recording from a concert point of view, it makes better recordings because they have more energy, longer takes, more shape. It's harder work, but that's where Enrico's coming from, and that's good.
Conducting Bartók's music is not easy for many technical adversities, and the change of tempi, the change of time signature.
It's very difficult for the orchestra because there's a lot of tempo changes and rubato where they've got to try to stay together and keep it interesting. And I think Bartók had a sense of mischief when he wrote that, because you can't lose concentration for a moment without letting the side down. So they have to work very hard.
My appreciation for his music goes all the way back when I was studying piano, when I was a child and started playing these easy pieces for piano. And he has a very special flavor for modal harmonies, which I love dearly.
One of the greatest masterpieces, in my opinion, ever written. I've had a few experiences performing this repertoire, and I never get tired of it.
These days it's not as in fashion in concert programs as it would have been 20 years ago, but it's a great work and full of character and a challenge for the orchestra. There's not many orchestral studios left anywhere in the world, but one studio I do like working in especially is Abbey Road, because it's a live studio. Most studios are designed to be acoustically as dead as possible so that you can manipulate the sound for doing commercial work, and that's appropriate. But Abbey Road was built originally as a proper hall, and it has a feeling of a concert hall, and for a big symphony orchestra I think that's really important because there's so much weight in the sound.
Future, there are a few more concerts, hopefully recordings coming up, and some film music as well, which is actually classical music combined with live film showing before an audience. And that's still a work in progress, but we already had some major successes with 2001 Space Odyssey, which I created a few years ago.